Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Bonner Kozad, and I want to spend a few minutes going over the syllabus. Um, I know these huge documents can be a bear, but I want to implore you to read it fully. All the information you need to know to have a successful semester is contained in this document, and you really will have an easier way if you take the time to review it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I do expect you to read it, but I am going to point out some things that are important, try to explain a few things um, as I would if we were meeting in class. So to begin, at the beginning here, you have all the ways to contact me. Please do not uh, email me on my Howard email. I don't check it as regularly as my Gmail, which I check many times a day. Also, this is my cell phone number. Please only call if you're having an emergency. If you're having an emergency, please call. But you may text me at any time. I'm very much a night owl. Please do me a favor. If you do text me, let me know which class you are in. I teach several classes, so I get a lot of texts sometimes and I don't know who I'm talking to or what class they're referring to. So this is a virtual class. We will not meet at any time during the semester. I will post every new week's assignments on Tuesday. So think of Tuesday as this class's meeting day. That being said, you can check the class at 6 a.m., 6 p.m., midnight, doesn't matter. The time that you choose to participate in the class is totally on you. I will have virtual office hours, and I see a typo here. I will have virtual office hours every Tuesday. I will correct that. From 8 to 9. If you go to our Blackboard site, you will see right here, virtual office hours. If you click that and click on virtual office hours, it will take you to what they call the collaboration space. And I'm pretty sure it will log you in via Blackboard. But you see, it's just a web page and it will eventually pop up. And there will be a little meeting space with a chat. I'm usually not on the video, but I will be on the little chat board. And you can, so you see down here at the bottom, you can turn on your mic, you can turn on your video, and this little panel right here will open up the chat room and you can just type right there. So if you have a question, something that's non-urgent, and you have the time, I will be lurking in the chat room every Tuesday from 8 to 9. In the event that I cannot make it, I will send a message through the announcements. So here you can read all about the course description, the interaction with a Black perspective, course objectives, outlines, the competencies you should leave the class with. This is all posted here in the syllabus. It's also posted on Blackboard under course information. So you can always, if you don't have the syllabus on you, you can always log in. The syllabus is here. You can view it online. I would make sure that you keep an electronic copy of it somewhere because there are a lot of live links for different things, but all of the same material is right here. Please read up about the academic integrity. You do have to turn in all your written assignments with the Safe Assign, which checks for plagiarism. I do check that to ensure that your writing is your own. Don't worry if you have cited everything correctly, but you still get a high safe assign. Don't worry. I actually look at it. I don't just look at the number and give you a grade. APA format is what we'll be using for this class for all of your written assignments. And I do deduct for that. This is how our profession writes. They use the APA format, and you have to practice that so it's secondhand. I will suggest to you, if the manual is not to your liking, not everybody learns from that kind of book. This website right here, owl.english.purdue.edu, is a great, fantastic resource for learning APA formatting. It's very easy to use. I would bookmark this webpage. If you need any special services, you need to let me know immediately. There is some paperwork that has to be filled out. If you are experiencing or have witnessed any type of interpersonal violence, we do have a number you can call. There's university counseling services, and there's a whole link to information right there. Please make sure to check your computer, the primary computer you'll be using, to make sure that it's up to the standards to use Blackboard. Since everything comes through Blackboard, if you can't access it or having trouble, that could be problematic. Lots of information here for help, also on the Blackboard site. Please use them if you need them. So we are using the Blackboard to emulate the classroom experience. To that end, the discussion board is taking place of the conversation we would have in the classroom. It is absolutely critical that you participate. You must write at least 200 words for your post, and you must respond with at least 100 words to two different classmates each week, as notated on the discussion board. It's very important that you do not just write, "Good job, I really liked your post." That is not substantive feedback, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you all to engage in a conversation with one another. I may occasionally comment if I feel it's necessary, but I really do want you all to engage in a conversation with each other. Required text here, and what most students think is the most important thing, your assignments. This class, unlike Policy 1, is heavily experientially based. I want you to have some real life experiences with the types of social policy we'll be discussing. There are 3 experiential exercises. I had to make some changes based on our little beginning of the year mishap. Typically, these are all in person, but to allot for the week we've missed, the first experiential exercise will, in fact, be a webinar, so you can watch it at any time. As you see now, it's available now. Due date, next week, the 23rd. The next exercise, the actual event, is on the 24th of January. It's in person and live webcast. So even if you can't go in person, and I urge you to go in person, if you watch it online, you have to watch it at the same time that it would be held in person. It's not a saved webcast, it's live. The actual event is on the 24th. It's due the 30th. And the third one is held on the 31st of January. It's not due until the 13th. And this one is in person only. All of the events are held in DC. And I understand you have other things to do. That's why you have all of this information so that you can arrange your schedule to participate. These are policy meetings where people will be talking about policies and the impact on the people. that will benefit or suffer from them. And I think it's really important to understand the link. So um, I always hear good things from the students who participate, so I hope you'll enjoy these. Um, uh, the third assignment is public testimony. Um, so you are going to go to a policy meeting. It can be state, local, or federal. You can pick the topic. Usually they post what they'll be talking about. It doesn't matter what it is, but after you've been to the meeting, you will write your own public testimony as if you were going to go to another hearing and actually give it. In your case, you will be sharing it with your classmate. You can do a video or you can simply do audio to present your testimony. You will post that to Blackboard where your classmates will have an opportunity to watch or listen and then engage in discussion. Policy paper. If you had me for policy 1, you already know what's coming. This is an expanded version of that paper. If you have not, there's a very detailed outline of exactly what's expected. You can find it on the Blackboard site under written assignments. You'll see here the experiential exercises. Again, I try to duplicate information so you can't lose it. It's always available to you. The public testimony assignment is here. Also information about how you find a government meeting to attend. And then the policy analysis and the outline is here. Let's see, where was I? Okay, so finally, you have a couple other items that are accounting for your grade. Your Blackboard discussion posts are 10% of your total grade. There's a plagiarism quiz that you need to take this week, and then your midterm exam is 15% of your total grade. And that sums it up. So you can go through the assignment details. As I said, they're live links. So there's a link to where you find the webinar. If it's a webinar, there's links to where you RSVP. So this page here will take you to the RSVP page. Same for this event right here. To RSVP, you click there. Please pay attention to the deadlines. You need to RSVP. You can RSVP for all of them immediately or both of them immediately. If these events don't meet your schedule, I have 2 optional events. And if those don't meet your schedule, then you are on your own to find an appropriate event. You will need to contact me and get my okay. So please stay on top of getting that done. Each of these experiential exercises are 10% of your grade. So further reading on the other assignments and then the class overview. So you can see for each week what we'll be talking about, your required readings, supplementary readings, so on and so forth for the entire semester is all laid out here. Online, I have links to a lot of the articles, so you can just click those. I try to get everything in front of you so you don't have to do a lot of searching around. Okay, so here at the end of the expanded calendar is a condensed calendar where you can see what the content is and what assignments are due. There is a Blackboard posting every week, right up until the end of class. So please stay on top of those. Students always feel like, oh, they're only 10 points, but those 10 points can add up. And I have had people not get a grade they like because they just didn't attend to posting and replying to 2 classmates. And I do take off if you don't complete the whole assignment. Um, and then there's a selected bibliography just for your information. So there is the syllabus. It has everything you need to have a great semester, and I hope you do. Look forward to talking with you all soon.